Mary Anning was a pioneering paleontologist who made significant contributions to the field of geology in the early 19th century. Anning was born in 1799 in Lyme Regis, a small town on the southern coast of England. Although her parents had 10 children, only Mary and her brother Joseph survived till adulthood. Unfortunately, such a high childhood death rate was not rare back then. Throughout the 19th century, nearly half of all children born in the United Kingdom died before age 5. Anning's father, Richard Anning, was a cabinet maker and amateur fossil hunter who frequently took Mary and her brother Joseph on fossil collecting trips along the beach. Despite the family's financial struggles, Mary became a skilled fossil collector and sold her finds to local collectors and tourists. Her discoveries included the first complete ichthyosaur skeleton, which she found when she was just 12 years old. At the time, people assumed that any unrecognizable species must have come from faraway countries. Therefore, scientists thought it belonged to a crocodile. They eventually realized it was an ancient species and named it ichthyosaurus, which means fish lizard. Anning's work quickly gained recognition among scientists and collectors, but as a woman, she faced significant barriers to participating in the male-dominated world of science. She was frequently excluded from scientific societies and often did not receive credit for her discoveries. However, Anning's persistence and dedication to her work eventually earned her the respect and admiration of many in the scientific community. She was sought out by prominent scientists, including the geologist Henry de la Beche, who used her discoveries to create some of the earliest depictions of prehistoric life. One of Anning's most significant discoveries was a plesiosaur fossil, a type of aquatic reptile that lived during the Jurassic period. The discovery was controversial at the time, as many scientists again believed such creatures could not exist, but Anning's meticulous work proved that the plesiosaur was a real animal. Georges Cuvier, a famous French naturalist, himself questioned Mary's discovery. Still, after a special conference and debate at the Geological Society of London, to which women were not included and hence Mary was not invited, Cuvier recognized his error, and Mary was proven correct about her plesiosaur discovery. Anning also contributed to our understanding of prehistoric fish, ammonites, and other creatures. Her discoveries helped establish paleontology as a legitimate science and paved the way for future generations of scientists. Despite her significant contributions to science, Anning faced many challenges and obstacles. She faced financial struggles and was forced to rely on selling her fossil discoveries to support herself and her family. Nevertheless, Anning remained dedicated to her work and made significant discoveries. Mary died of breast cancer in 1847 at the age of 47, and despite her great scientific discoveries, she was still struggling financially. The prescription she'd been given had made her shaky, and locals had mocked her, labeling her a drunk. Upon her death, her friend Henry de la Beche, president of the Geological Society of London, defied the society's members-only custom by reading a eulogy at a gathering in her honor. She was eventually made an honorary member, and the organization paid for the installation of a stained glass window in her honor in her local parish church. Today, Anning is recognized as a trailblazer in paleontology, and her contributions to science are celebrated and remembered.